They called it luck, but they didn't see my nights of war. They called it coincidence, but God had already signed. I walked alone, cold street, minor place. Empty pockets, but a heart full of promise. They saw a lost soul, I saw construction. Because God plants empires within solitude. No one bet's only invisible until it becomes inevitable. No one believes in the improbable until it becomes unstoppable. I heard you won't succeed, more times in my own name. But whoever walks with purpose never dies of hunger. I felt like I got up, I was silent, I learned. While they slept I survived, every tear was an investment. Every pain became strength. The world didn't see my war, but it saw my victory. They didn't see the process, but they will hear my story. God had already signed before everything happened. Why they doubted he committed me to remain today? They ask how, but they don't know what I went through. I didn't win because luck, I won because I didn't stop. God already signed my name in the impossible. He transformed my silence into something unforgettable. I didn't chase applause, I chased purpose while they wanted the stage. I was building something solid. I saw doors close in my face, but I saw God open a way. Because when heaven decides, you never walk alone. The desert taught me value, pain taught me vision. Whoever survives the emptiness masters any direction. They laughed when I started, today they speak my name. But they don't know the nights that I fought against man themselves. If no one believes, continue. If no one supports, continue. If no one understands, continue. Because God doesn't consult an audience before changing your life. God had already signed, there was no way it could go wrong. The whole world against me, but heaven on my side. Today I walk in peace without needing to prove anything. He who builds in silence has his victory sign. Has his victory sign. They called it luck, but God had already signed it. They laughed at my fall, but they never saw my knees on the ground. While they talked, I was building. It was hard when they cried in the dawn, when the table was empty and the dream was hard. No one saw the fear holding me back, but God saw every cut left on my arm. A promise isn't told, it's lived. I learned to be silent while the world attacks me. I traded applause for discipline. I traded revolt for gasoline. They want a stage, I want a legacy. They want fame, I want a calling. It's not about money, it's about a mission. It's about winning without selling your heart. The more they pressure me, the more I rise. The more they test me, the more I endure. I don't chase light, I shine in the dark. I didn't make noise, I made history. While they doubted, I wrote my victory. In silence, I built my empire. Those who laughed at me today study my criteria. I didn't make noise, I made history. My faith was my shield on the journey. If the firm gaze, resilient heart. They got my name wrong, but they got my destiny right. Whoever plants in the desert, oh, it's divine. I saw friends become annoyance, I saw a brother become an ugly shadow. But I learned loneliness is not punishment, it's training for the next level, my friend. The top is silent, because only the courageous climb there. It's not about luck, it's consistency. It's not about hype, it's relevance. If I fall, I get up. If I bleed, I endure. If I doubt, I remember where I came from. They want results, but they don't want a trial. I carry scars as a trophy of progress. I'm giving you noise, I make history. And silently I raise my victory. An empire silences vision. It's not ego, it's a mission. I didn't make noise, I make history. Those who doubted today keep the memory. Heaven confirms those who persevere, because those who walk with God never walk alone. They laughed at my fall, but they never saw my knees on the ground. They laughed at my fall. Some people post motivation, I post results. Actually, I don't even post. Why they show what they wanna be? I work to actually make it happen. No audience, no fake applause, just discipline and focus on the asphalt. Lots of tall, little delivery, lots of posing, little strategy. I learned early on the journey that noise builds nothing. They wanna seem strong, I needed to survive. They want the stage and love, I just wanna grow. I don't post, I prove it. I don't announce plans, I execute them again. While they live on opinions, I live on construction. I don't show, I do. Every fall became a step. If nobody's watching now, even better, I'm creating my story. They doubted my silence, they confuse calm with fear. But whoever carries purpose doesn't need a plot. I've lost friends along the way, I've been last in line. But whoever learns to walk alone never falters again. In the darkness I was formed, under pressure I evolved. If the world didn't give me space, I built it myself. I don't post, I prove it. I don't post, I prove it. Each scar is a new brick. It's not about likes, it's legacy. It's not about hype, it's results. If nobody applauds, that's okay. My progress doesn't depend on anyone. I don't post victories all the time, I only appear when victory explodes. Results speak for themselves, and they speak loudly. saw the result. But you didn't see the process. I endured in silence when they said I couldn't do it, when they laughed at my dream, said I wouldn't make it. I heard every word like it's etched on my skin. I transformed every doubt into a reason not to give in. I didn't respond to provocation, I responded evolution. While they talk about my past, I build the next step. I endured in silence, but never stopped. I endured alone, but never defeated. If nobody believes, I believe twice as much. I endured in silence, but never stopped. I thought about giving up, but I thought more about winning. Because whoever has felt the bottom isn't afraid to grow. Cold night, high mind, firm plan, slow step. Whoever builds without an audience doesn't depend on the moment. I learned that silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. I endured in silence, but never stopped. While the world doubted, I was focused. If they see me today, it's because I was prepared. I endured in silence, and now I'm elevated. Not all silence is weakness. Sometimes it's preparation.